Do you think he'll ever come again? It's
Well,
our
I
first
do think
time
he'll
to
come
come.
again because he's actually there's a command that's attached to his return. Listen, there's all kinds of nonsense out there about
Yeah,
the end of time. See, all kinds of it. And
yeah.
back when I was a kid, there was this book called 666 written by a guy named Salem Kierband, and he took the numbers from the Book of Revelation and twisted them out of contortion. And his theory was that the 10 nations that comprise the old Roman Empire were going to rebond in something called the European Union. And when he did that, Henry Kissinger would be the Antichrist. They actually said Henry Kissinger would be the Antichrist based upon manipulation of numbers attached to his name because he was Jewish or something like this, some crazy thing. Anyway, it all did not happen, right? And there's two phrases in the teaching of Jesus that I take very seriously when I'm trying to figure out when he's going to come back at the end of time. And I do believe he will. But he says, no one knows the day or the hour, not even the angels in heaven, not even the Son, i.e., Jesus didn't know the hour. So what are we doing trying to figure that thing out? And then he said this in Matthew chapter 24. One of that very passage that many of these guys use to manipulate these numbers to try and figure out some scheme about when the end's going to come and when Jesus is going to return, et cetera, et cetera. It says this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the earth to every nation, and then the end will come. That means that the nations that have no reference to Jesus of Nazareth at all, they have to hear. And there's about, oh no, is it now 8 billion people on the planet, something like that? 2 billion of them have not even got a Bible, have not even got a Christian church, not even a cult, nothing. They have different, so that means he can't return because we haven't done our job. So I do believe that he will keep his word. And I do believe that for that to be completed, he has to say yes to our attempts to get to every society on earth that does not know his name. Now, if you live in America, or you live in Canada, you live in Australia, you live in Europe, look, I've got 17 editions of the Bible on my shelf. Thank you very much. I can turn my phone on and I can access 50 more. What I'm starting to do now, I hardly use a paper Bible anymore because it's just so easy to carry your phone, download the thing, and there you got 5 or 6 translations at your ready disposal. You don't even have to carry it now because it's just so easy. In fact, what I do now, I'm writing a book on the Gospel of Mark. And what I'm doing is I'll just tell you something. Back in the day, 10, 15 years ago, before technology got so easy to use, you had to get one of these print editions of a Greek Bible and it was always too small to read. so, I'll show you. I've had this for years. I'll show you what I had to do.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen
So I got
the
this here.
tiny
So
one.
I would take that Greek Bible and
Yeah,
I'd go like this to be able to make out the letters. It's just this crazy thing. So it's
yeah,
hard to study. But now, I mean, I can just pull out my phone, and if I can't see something, I expand the screen and I can see it. And so I'm able to do rough translations of the Gospel of Mark, and I'm writing my own little commentary, my devotional commentary on it. But listen, if you live in northern India,
mm,
you'll get killed if you have a Bible. If you live in
mm,
Saudi Arabia, it's illegal to carry a Bible in public. And now there are Americans who go there, they stay in compounds and they're allowed to read their Bible there. They're not allowed to carry it. In fact, the Bible is banned in 53 nations at this moment. 53 countries on earth will not allow the scripture to be carried in public or to be seen or to be owned or possessed. And if you own it, they will arrest you and sometimes they'll kill you. So, I
mm,
mean, and there are nations right now, chunks of people, some of the stand countries that are part of what used to be the old Soviet Union,
mm.
they have banned the scripture. You can't go there. So, I mean, that means he can't return because it says, this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in every nation, and then the end will come. If it's not being preached, he can't come. So I have a very practical way of looking at that issue because I just don't believe in speculation about the end of time.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what you want to do with that conversation.
I thought you were gonna keep going. Uh, no, my question is, what do you? So, I guess what role do you think the evil one plays